Alright guys, so we are already in process removing the screws from the underside of the front fascia. This is a 2015 MK7 GTI. It's going to be a rough video. We're installing a Forge front mount Twintercooler. Should be pretty good. Again, it's going to be a rough video, and this is going to be the very first one posted by the looks of it on YouTube. So stick with
Forge kit comes all your instructions where all the screws are. As you can see, Jeff is underneath here. He's just removing the windscreen from the underside. So now we can get to the underneath a little bit better. Got a little bit more room to use here, but we're going to continue taking off all this front underneath and the whole front bumper, so we have lots of room to work.
Removed all the screws and the upper portion of the front grille. That just pops off very easily. Now we're going to start. Already removed the upper portion of the front grille, and now Jeff is just finishing up. There's 3 Torx 30 screws, one in front of each headlight and one dead in the middle of the bumper. Once those 3 are removed and all the other screws are removed, should be good to go. So we've got one here, and one here, and it should just pop off starting in the corner and working our way around. That was very easy actually. You just pull out from the corner, out and up, secure, and it pops off literally. Then once you get down, that's your fog light. Pops off nice and easy. Now you got a nice, clear shot all the way up into the front here. So Forge is actually really smart. They even put this step in the directions. You've got these plastic ducts on the back side of the bumper that need to come off, and I would use a flathead, and it'll pop off relatively quick, relatively easy. We have it on the ground, so it's not the best angle, but it just does pop right off. It allows for more room for the intercooler to sit in the front end of the engine. I've already done a dry fit for the intercooler, and it's going to go one side right here, right along this. So I'm going to back out again so you can see where I'm at. Right on the edge of the stock, everything right below the crash bar, the upper crash bar. And we're going to have one mount here. So we're going to do a drill out. We're going to hold the intercooler up, mark it, drill it out, so then we can use the self-tapping screws, make sure it's level. And then again we're going passenger side here. Same thing, it's going to be right up here on the very edge, nice and high, up out of the way. You don't want it to hit up against here, even though this is soft and cushy. You don't want it to be up there. You're going to want to have just a tiny little gap. Doesn't need to be much. We did our dry fit, and we marked, and we just drilled. Now we're getting ready to actually take the intercooler and attach the self-tapping screws with brackets directly up here, and it will stay just like it did on the Mark. We have it on, mounted, oxygen sensors in as well, right around there. Right on the side. It's mounted. That thing ain't going nowhere. Take a look. I'm moving with quite a bit of power. See the camera, and it's not going anywhere. So we have a noisy neighbor now. He's leaf blowing for whatever reason in the middle of summer. But we have the hoses on. Both sides, nice and snug. Comes with a horn relocation kit, so instead of it being horizontal about here, turn it vertical, both sides. Come down underneath, nice and snug there, all the way up through. Same thing on the other side. Should be good to go. One thing I did forget to show you, right there, there's a bracket. It does normally stick straight down. You have to bend it, relocate the plug, this guy, from underside of it to the top side. And I'd also recommend watching this wire over here, because it'll normally get wrapped around this. Bring it up high so it's got some slack and it won't cut. Are all the extra goodies
You've got all your ducts off of the grill, horn pieces, miscellaneous, more ducts off the front of the engine, and your boost hoses. You can chuck it all if you want. It's really stinking hot out here. Jeff's sweating to death. We're almost done. We're just buttoning up last few screws. But look at this thing.
That looks mean. That's a mean machine right there. Clean. Alright, so this took us 2 people about 60 minutes plus or minus a few to install forge front mount Twintercooler. We even use blinkers when we're on stands. Alright guys, any questions, hit me up. Thank you. Finished product. Outside, hood closed, front on. That's pretty much what you get right there. Got a little forge in your life? I think we do. MK7 GTI forged Twintercooler install, about 60 minutes, 2 guys.